everyone! So here is the set I did, like 3 weeks ago, I'm so sorry. And this was just a lovely autumnal set. It wasn't as cold as it is now when I did these, so it was still kind of like, autumn, yum. So I've done my usual, I've removed her previous set down to a thin clear base, done my natural nail work prep, and on every nail I will apply a thin clear base before adding the design. So on this little finger, I'm coming in with, this is Wicked in Superfine. This is one of the Chameleon glitters from the Glitter Fairy. Wicked is possibly one of my all-time favourite colours. It is a beautiful deep emerald green with an amazing indigo blue flip. Now the Chameleon glitters, you do see the effect much better with the chunky cuts, but you can see it a little bit with the Superfines. But I'm just doing a full glitter nail, so I'm using small beads of clear acrylic to pick up that glitter, place it on the nail, and then use the tip of my brush just to nudge it around and get the coverage I want. Then moving on to the ring finger, I'm applying a thin clear base, and then I'm coming in with this Glam and Glitz colour. It's Glam and Glitz, isn't it? Yeah. And this is Autumn. This is one of those colours I forget I have. It's one of the most gorgeous greens. Oh my god, look at it. And I'm just using this as a full colour nail. So I'm applying it by the cuticle area, and then I'm just going to pull it down, paint it on, and just kind of paint layers until I've got the coverage I want. As it's a design powder, just working nice and thin, don't want to add any bulk. Then on to the next nail, I'm going to apply a full glitter nail with multi-cut, and then I'm going to use my wet brush to pick up some of the chunky cut glitter and tap that in as well. I didn't want a full chunky cut nail, but I did want a few bigger pieces in the nail as a finish. And going back to that middle finger, I'm going to apply my cover bead. I've taken the liquid out the back of this bead, applied in the centre of the nail where I want the centre of my smile line, and then I'm pulling down to the side walls and then blending back. And then I'm going to use my brush to create a nice crisp wall smile line so that then I can add a coloured tip. Adding a second bead near the cuticle area and pulling forward, and then I'll cap this entire nail in clear acrylic. Now the capping is because I like to have a slightly more natural look to my French, and if I'd created it all with cover pink, it can look quite mannequin-y, whereas when you cap in clear or pink, you end up with a more natural looking nail. I'm going to cap those glitter nails and the full colour nail. At this point, making sure I create the right shape and structure. And I'm doing French on the thumb as well. So then creating that smile line exactly the same way as I have on the previous nails. Then I'm going to file in that smile line, so I'm using my file and pushing against that acrylic, not down onto the nail, to create a nice crisp smile line, a nice wall. Then I'm coming in with a bead of that green acrylic, going to place it at the tip, push it up into the wings, and make sure I've got a nice crisp French tip there in this gorgeous green. Then when they're all filed into place, I'm coming in, I'm using some of my one stroke paints. These are from Hazel Dixon, mixed up a little brown, and I'm literally just doing little splodgy dots of the brown on the nail. And I'm going to do this on all of the French tip nails. Then I'm going to come in with a black and just add a border to some of them. It doesn't have to be perfect. The idea of leopard print is, I like it because it's quite an informal pattern to do. You can just have a bit of fun with it. So I add black around the browns, and then I'm just going to add little dots and kind of like little commas just around the rest of the design, and this just helps that leopard print flow a little bit. Doing that again on the thumb there. And on the full green nail, I'm coming in with this Chameleon striping tape. This is from Hazel Dixon. This Chameleon striping tape, I think it's the green-blue one. The camera doesn't pick it up, and it is quite a subtle chameleon flip, but as you move it in the light, I think the videos show it better at the end of this. It does have a nice chameleon flip, and it does match the Wicked glitter. So just making sure it's nice and secure there. I was having issues with my glue. And then coming in with some rose gold Swarovski crystals, creating a little design at the top, and then I'm just going to pop one crystal right at the bottom of the striping tape before I top coat. And then top coating the entire set, and then I'll pop in my lamp for 60 seconds LED, but just, you can already see that kind of flip. Oh my god, it's just too special. Always make sure that when you've hand painted, you've not only allowed it to dry properly, but then you top coat any painting or artwork you do on nails. And then once they're all finished, I applied some cuticle oil, got my lady to wash her hands, and then got some pictures. So here you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I loved doing this set. It was a little different. It was, oh, look at that flip. You can really see that indigo blue to emerald flip. Gorgeous. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.